Once you have finished creating your basic outline for your self-portrait, you are going to want to begin shading to create more of a form. We talked about that a little bit during the first week of class when we were creating our stars, the difference between shape and form. Shape would be this basic outline that we have of our face and my hair here, even my eyebrow, the shape of my eye, and form would be making those shapes look more 3D. So to start, what you're going to want to do is figure out where in your image your light source is coming from. The light source in my image is coming from this angle, this being the lightest part of my face, and this being the darkest part of my face, this part of my photo. So what I'm looking at is part of my forehead is being really bright, and I have some shadows happening underneath my eye. So I might just go ahead and start there. And what you want to do when you're creating shading, different shadows, is you are going to want to start as light as possible because it's easier to add more shading to it than it is to take away. And also try not to make any sharp lines. You want to be able to blend. Also a helpful tool, we will have paper towels for you, or in this case I'm using a Kleenex to go in, and then once I have some shading laid out, I'm going to blend it. You could also just use your finger. And when you're creating and going in and creating this shading and creating your form, you want to start to take out your lines that you've drawn. So once you get to your hair, you want to take note that, or at least in my photo, because my light source is coming from here, the darkest part of my hair is closest to my face. So here is where I'm going to be applying more pressure to create that darkness, and as I get further out, my hair gets a little bit wispier is how I would describe it. So I'm going to be drawing more sparse or spaced out lines. And notice how I'm curving my pencil in the way that my hair is going. So the shape of my hair is falling down this way. If my hair was going back, which it kind of is, back into a bun, up here I would start creating my lines or moving my pencil to create the shading going this direction. And again, I'm shading lighter in here because this hair is further away from my face, and because my light source is coming this way, this hair along this edge out here is going to be lighter than the hair in here closer to my face. So I'm beginning to shade in the color of my hair, but I also want to be able to show the texture of my hair. My hair's a little bit curlier. Well, it's a lot a bit curlier. So once I'm done shading and figuring out the darkness and lightness of my hair, I'll go back in, and I'll just show you with this portion right now. I'll go back in and maybe add some lines over my shading